All right, this video is going to concentrate on the diet itself. Now, if you've not looked at why this diet works or how this diet works video, then you need to go back and see that before you follow this video. Now, for those of you who've seen it, and you've started the diet, or you're thinking about starting the diet, I know you're thinking in your mind, 500 calories, you've got to be kidding. Is there any other way? Well, no, there's not. But it's not as scary. Go back, look at the other video. You'll see why it's not going to be a problem. Now, the 500 calories. You can have 500 calories per day. Now, you can't have 500 calories at once. We'd like for you to break it up at least into two segments, two meals, if you will. Each meal is going to be 250 calories. For each meal, you get a protein, you get a vegetable, you get a starch, and you get a fruit. That's 8 things. 8 things you get to eat throughout the day. Now, me, I'm a realist, I'm a practical kind of guy, I'm a bottom line kind of guy. You can eat a lunch and a supper. You can eat breakfast and lunch. You can eat a breakfast and a supper. You can eat lunch and supper with 2 snacks. Or you can do like one of my police officers. He makes both his meals before he leaves in the morning. He sticks them on the seat next to him, and anytime he gets hungry, he just eats something. Whatever's left over, that's what he eats for supper. I don't care how you spread that thing out. I don't care how you break your meals up. I just want you to know you can't eat all 500 calories in one sitting. If you're losing weight, you're comfortable, it meets your lifestyle, you're not hungry, perfect. That's where we want to be. Now, there's a couple of things about this diet that you need to know for sure, and that is this. You have to drink your liquids. You have to drink at least 64 ounces of liquid a day. Now, my rule of thumb is this. If you can brew it, you can drink it. Coffee, tea, water, that's fine. Now, for some of you who may have a microbrewery in your house, forget it. You can't drink beer. It's coffee, tea, or water. Now, you can use sweet and low, you can use stevia, you can use truvia, you can use saccharin. I'd rather you didn't use a lot of Splenda. Splenda is a reverse sugar molecule. When you take it in, the body sees that as sugar. Immediately it releases insulin, and that's going to cause its own problems. So if you're not eating the Splenda, don't eat the Splenda. If you are, please try to limit the usage there. Now, if you can brew it, you can drink it. Flip side is this. If you're not brewing it, you can't drink it. So if you have to pop it, twist it, or tear it, forget it. The Crystal Light, the Diet Teas, the Diet Cokes, no, you can't have that. So water, tea, coffee. Lemon juice is acceptable. I buy the concentrate. I squeeze it to taste. I know the diet says the juice of 1 lemon. I don't even know how much that is. So just do it to taste. Don't waste your time trying to make lemonade. You're going to get way too much of the fructose. It can create a problem for your diet. You might stop losing weight altogether. So drink your liquids. You got to have it. The body needs it to get rid of the waste, to move things from one cell to the next, to keep things flowing. You can't be successful with this diet without drinking the water. The second thing is this. Plan ahead. What I mean by this is this. I shop at Sam's. I'll buy a whole beef tenderloin. I'll have them cut that thing up in inch steaks. I'll take that home. I'll put all the fat off of it that I can. And then I spend the time and cut up and measure my steaks, my portions. I'll wrap each portion up in wax paper. I'll stick it in a freezer bag, and I'll put that in my freezer. So I have a freezer bag full of steaks. I have a freezer bag full of hamburger patties, full of turkey patties, all the meats that I have on my list. I have them stacked up so that when I get up in the morning, I open my freezer. I decide what I want to eat that day. I pull it out. I cook it. Now, I have several different ways of cooking it. Most of my patients have Foreman's grill. It's perfect. You can cook the frozen foods. And listen, on 500 calories, a 4-ounce steak, it's not going to take long whether it's frozen or not. So my rule of thumb here is never leave the home without your food. Never leave the home without your food. It's too easy when you start to get hungry just to pick something up. It's just too easy. We live in America. There's fast food on every corner. There's a nice restaurant on every other block. If you go to your waiting room or whatever, there's candy bars, there's potato chips, there's everything in the world that you can eat when you get hungry. So bring your food with you. Now, I have my patients ask me all the time, will we ever be able to eat out? Yes, you can eat out. Look at the child's menu. For instance, the Outback, they have a sirloin steak. That's a 4-ounce sirloin steak. Well, that's about what you can eat, 4 ounces. It comes with the veggies on the side. Just ask them, don't put any butter on it, because you can't eat butter or oils. Just bring it dry if they would. That's fine. On the list of foods that I make available to my patients, I allow you to eat 4 ounces of lettuce. 4 ounces of lettuce is a huge bowl. I mean, you can go buy the entree salads at any restaurant. It's going to be less than 4 ounces. You can buy it with the shrimp or the chicken or the steak. Just ask them how much meat they're putting on the salad, and then you've weighed out enough. You can look at it. You can eyeball it. So just cut off some of the chicken, cut off some of the steak. Make sure you don't overdo it. And ask them, don't put any salad dressing on it. Now, I do have some salad dressings available that you can find online. You can take those with you into the restaurants. Put that on your salads. You don't have to kill yourself. You don't have to keep yourself from going out to eat with your husband or your wife or a business meeting. You can eat out. I've been asked that. You can. You just have to take care of all things like that. Now, when you weigh out your meats, I want you to keep your protein at 135 to 150 calories per meal. In other words, when you're measuring out your meats, if it's measuring out your chicken, 112 grams of chicken breast is only 100 calories. So you look, I know that all the diets online say 100 grams, but that's just not enough. It's just not enough. So I want you to make sure you get at least 135 to 150 calories of your meal as protein. If you want to get rid of the fruit and the breads, that's fine. Take those calories and apply it to your proteins. All right. Make sure that you're getting 250 calories and 250 calories, all told 500 calories. All right. Now, with the HCG and the hypothalamus working properly, you should not get hungry. Let me say that again. You should not get hungry. So, if you find yourself starving to death 4 days into this diet, I want you to ask yourself, are you really hungry? In other words, is your stomach growling? Are you having lustful thoughts as you walk by the refrigerator? When you get up in the morning, are you dying of hunger? Okay, that's not where you should be. So that tells me one of two things. You're not getting enough protein, you're not getting enough calories in protein per meal. In other words, you're only measuring out 100 grams of chicken or fish. Or you're just one of those people that 500 calories is not enough. So my recommendation to my patients is this. If you find yourself in that state, boil you a couple of eggs. 2 eggs, 2 hard-boiled eggs, medium to large. That's only 135 calories. Add that to your diet. It should take care of the hunger. At that point, you're still going to lose weight. Look, if you're really hungry, you're going to stop losing weight. It's not efficient. You're not supposed to be hungry. So please, don't fight through this. It's not a traditional diet. If you start getting hungry to the point where your stomach is growling, it's staying growling, eat a little bit more protein. Add calories to your diet. 600 calories, even 700 calories if 600 is not enough. Once you get up to 700 calories, I promise you, I've never had anybody go over 700 calories and not be satisfied. I've got 450-pound men call me up and want to know if they have to eat all 500 calories. I've got girls that only need to lose 20 pounds call me up starving to death on 500 calories. I boost them up to 650 and they're just fine. So you can't be hungry on this diet. If you are, you're not eating enough. Now, the third thing I want you to understand is your lotions, your makeup, all those things that you see in the book. I only want you to be concerned about this. If you put lotions on your skin because you have dry skin, I want it to be oil-free. By that I mean this. It cannot be organic based. If it's an animal fat, cocoa butter, coconut oil, shea butter, if it's made of flowers, it's organic, it absorbs into the skin, it gets into your bloodstream, that's calories. So I want your oils, your lotions, I want them to be water-based. They can be petroleum-based, like Vaseline Intensive Care. Just read the label. If it says oil-free, it's fine. Don't worry about eyeliners, don't worry about eyeshadows. Most people are wearing the natural mineral base, so that's no big deal. But if you like to wear a lot of lotions, make sure it's oil-free. One other thing that I want to make sure that you understand. You can use Pam to spray for non-stick, but you can't use butter, you can't use oils, and you can't use sugar. Any seasoning that you want to use to make your foods more palatable, to cook certain ways, that's fine. It's all on the table for you. All of your herbs, your paprika, your salt, your pepper, those things are fine. Use it to your taste. Experiment with things that don't have sugar in it. See how you like it. I can promise you 2 weeks into this diet you're going to be experimenting. The other thing that I want to make sure that you understand is this. Your diet is going to last about 30 days. Now, if you're taking the injections or if you're ordering the tablets through our clinic, even if you're taking the drops, 1 day a week I want you to skip taking your HCG. That way, if you do go past 30 days, if you go 45 days, you don't have to worry about the body becoming immune to the HCG or to the effects of the homeopathic dilution. So just skip 1 day a week. Make that your measure day. The day is the first day that you get started, whichever day it is, like Saturday or Sunday or Monday. Just make that your skip day from there on out. If you'll do that, you won't get hungry, you won't run out of time. You'll be able to carry this diet through for 45 days if you so choose. The diet itself is pretty simple. If the food's not on the list, you can't eat it. Make sure you get all your water, all your fluids, 64 ounces. Make sure you're not taking in any organics in your lotions. Don't eat any sugars, and stay away from diet drinks. And you should see some very nice results. Again, a half a pound a day for the ladies, a pound a day for the guys. It's typical. If you're seeing those results with lots of inches, you're being successful in your diet.